आज उनमें से ठीक है लगभग 150 लोग नागरहुड टाइगर रिजर्व में दाखिल होते हैं। वहां पहुंचते ही वह सभी झोपड़ियां बनाते हैं, ग्राम सभा की बैठक रखते हैं और अपनी जमीन का क्लेम करने के लिए बोर्ड्स भी लगाते हैं। 17 जून 2025 को वहां पुलिस और जंगल सुरक्षा कर्मी तैनात कर दिए जाते हैं। चेरू कोरबा के लोगों का कहना था कि ये जमीन उनकी है और 1980 के दशक में रिजर्व बनने पर उन्हें यहाँ से जबरन हटा दिया गया। उन्होंने सबूत के तौर पे कई दस्तावेज पेश किए, जैसे राशन कार्ड, स्कूल रिकॉर्ड और डेथ सर्टिफिकेट, लेकिन कोई डिजिटल बाउंड्री मैपिंग मौजूद नहीं थी, जिससे प्रशासन और समुदाय दोनों के पास कोई एक समान डेटा नहीं था। उनकी मांग थी कि उन्हें उनकी जमीन वापस की जाए और उन्हें बुनियादी सुख सुविधाएं सरकार द्वारा प्रदान की जाए। चलिए बात करते हैं हम ऐसे ही एक दूसरे इंसिडेंट के बारे में, जहाँ एक धर्म टेकम नाम का व्यक्ति जो एक किसान है और छत्तीसगढ़ की गोंड जनजाति से ताल्लुकात रखता है, तो सरकारी सुख सुविधाओं का लाभ उठाना चाहता है। जब वह अपने सभी जरूरी दस्तावेज लेके तहसील कार्यालय पहुंचता है, तब उसे पता पड़ता है कि उसके डॉक्यूमेंट्स या फिर पट्टे का कोई डिजिटल एविडेंस नहीं है, और यदि है भी तो वो किसी विवाद में फंसा हुआ है। वेरिफिकेशन के प्रोसेस में महीनों या फिर सालों का समय लग जाता है, और जिन सुख सुविधाओं का वह लाभ उठाना चाहता था वो शायद ही उसे मिल पाता है। सितंबर 2025 में यह खबर सामने आती है कि छत्तीसगढ़ में हजारों एफआईआर टाइटल्स मिसिंग है, और जमीनी विवादों की खबरें भी हमें दिन ब दिन सुनने में आती है। यह सिर्फ एक या दो नहीं, बल्कि भारत के कोने कोने में बसे लाखों या करोड़ों जनजातियों की समस्या है। And this marks the beginning of our problem state.
Telangana Revenue Minister has announced the appointment of additional surveyors to permanently resolve border disputes between the Revenue and Forest Departments. Meanwhile, a NITI Aayog report has underlined the urgent need to digitize India's urban land records. With outdated cadastral maps fueling property disputes and frauds, the Centre is preparing a pilot land digitization program for census tenants. Experts say digital land records are critical, not just for urban planning, but also for minimizing conflict.
We, Team JSR, present you the solution for the problem statement 25108, and its description you can read over here. From the problem statement and the cases that we have seen in the video, we find the following problem. Our proposed solution consists of 3 steps. First step, information acquisition, which consists of 4 sub-steps. First, data digitalization and verification through multilingual, multimodal large language model. Second, FRA data. Third, UAV or satellite data. Fourth, sensor data. Second step, boundary mapping or WebGIS integration. Its sub-steps, integration with the FRA data, mapping through the acquired data. Step 3, development of a decision support system. It consists of a persona-based scheme recommendation based on the unified acquired data. So let's move on to a detailed explanation of step. First sub-step of information acquisition. In this we propose our self-made large. It uses available physical records combined with evident voice input and authentication such as fingerprint or signature as different modalities for our LLM, which then outputs the digitalized version of the record. It will be helpful in real life scenarios where the record is very messy or not well maintained, and also for capturing handwritten text in any language and even smaller details with higher accuracy. From the problems that we have witnessed till now, we divide it into 2 cases. Case 1, where the tribal person has the document but the government doesn't. In this, the document or patta from the person plus written statement or a voice statement from the local head or community, such as Sarpanch, work as an input for our model, which gives the digitalized version of the document, which can go for the government verification, and when it's done, it added to the database. In case 2, both the government and the person has the document but in physical form. So in this case, the document from the government and person passes through the model and it outputs the digital version of the document with similarity score. So if the details in both the documents doesn't match, then it will be discarded, and if it matches, then it will be added to the database. Our proposed self-made model takes document, the voice input and the written text document as an input and generates the information as JSON format. For WebGIS mapping. In this substep, mapping will be done from the acquired FRA data and integrated to the WebGIS portal. Here we have done the boundary mapping of a district from Chhattisgarh. Substep 3, satellite or UAV data, in which we will do asset mapping of various agricultural lands, water bodies, illegal constructions, deforestation, etc. And most importantly, we can monitor all this in real time. Substep 4, here we will be leveraging various sensors which can give us more insights about the condition of particular area. and to give more relevant scheme recommendations. For example, such as fertility sensor, which can give us insights about the soil, and considering it, we can recommend what crop should be best for them to grow. Or we can recommend government schemes such as PM Kisan for fertilizer or subsidy. Water purity sensor to continuously monitor the purity of the water and to ensure that safe drinking water is available to them. And if not, then we can recommend schemes like Jal Jeevan Mission, etc.
This is the WebGIS portal created from the data taken from a FRA Atlas as well as the data acquired at the information acquisition phase. The mapping has been done on two levels, individual level as well as the community level. At the individual level, when the official will click on a certain piece of land, he will get to know about the owner, the area of the land, the crops that are grown on the land and the soil fertility. As you can see, the sensor that are spread all over the land, when clicked on, will show the current status of the land such as soil moisture, water level, and will also recommend the action that should be taken at that moment. Here you can also see the document status of a certain person who owns that land. In the community mapping, there are filters applied. When you click on the filter, it will show that what piece of land belongs to which category. So it would be easier for government official to transport and supply the scheme to those portion of the land. And the individual portion, when clicked on the piece of land, you will see the person eligible for what kind of scheme. This would be covered in the decision support system portion. The AI-based decision support system, made from the data acquired at the information acquisition phase, pass through multiple machine learning models such as collaborative based filtering, contrastive filtering, and ensemble learning to predict the scheme according to the data acquired. Portal contains a decision support system dashboard. When the government official will click on the dashboard, he will get to see the owners of the land and the piece of the land they own. Also, the status of the scheme recommended to them through the decision support system. When clicked on a particular region, it will give the information about the owner and what kind of schemes are they recommended at that point. There is also a conversational chatbot. When asked the query, it will tell why the certain scheme is recommended to a certain person. When clicked on a certain section, you will see what kind of scheme is recommended to a certain person through decision support system. Here, the different filters are also used to see which land belong to which community under which recommendation. Here, an individual can also log in through the credential and get to know about the personal information. And the document status tell the document that was sent for the digitalization through multimodal verification. An individual can also see the land information and the current sensor data and the recommendation sent by the sensor and the scheme the person is eligible for. The scheme are the output of the decision support system through the machine learning model, and the document verification portion where a person can upload physical document, a voice sample where the instructions are given in the multiple languages, and an authentication factor like biometric verification. And there is also a help and complaint section where an individual can file and send complaint to the government.